Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Every Sunday, I do a weekly oracle card reading for the collective, and today is actually even, I believe, June 1st, so that's even better. Finally out of the month of May. If you're new to the channel, I am Reverend Dr. Elena Skyhawk, Doctor of Metaphysical Sciences. I'm also a shaman, a healer, a teacher, an author, and a bunch of other things. Like sister and pain in the butt. Yeah. Anyway, just ask my brother, he'll tell you. But I do these for the collective so that we can see what the energy is going to be like for the coming week. So today is June 1st. It'll go from Sunday today until Saturday. And this week we're using, let me see if I can get it out here. It's called Native Heart Healing Oracle, and it's by Melanie Ware. And we'll just tap into the collective as I shuffle. And like I said, if you're new here and you like what you see, the different videos and information, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, I appreciate that very much, as I'm trying to grow the channel and reach more people with love, light, truth, justice, joy, peace, and hope. Because as a warrior of light, it is my job to educate. It is my job to protect. And that goes for the natural kingdom as well as the human kingdom. So I do a lot of work with the animals, and I actually have a free birth totem guide that I'll actually, if I can find the link, I will put it in the comments, so that if you're interested in finding out what the birth totem is that you fall under for whatever month you were born in, just like the regular zodiac, Virgo, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, in Native tradition, you also have a totem that you were born under during whichever month you were born. And it gives, in the report, I give you the keywords for that particular animal, that particular month, and what the energies you're focusing on, and what you kind of like came here to do. But it's a free report, and I will put it in the link, or put it in the description as soon as I find it, so that you guys can download it if you are curious on what animal totem is assigned to your birth month. So today they're saying we're going to be drawing 4 cards, which is 4 is about balance. So apparently coming into the energies of June, the collective as a whole needs to come back into balance, because things have been a little wonky lately. So it's time to ground in, which also helps balance us. Ground into Mahayana, Pachamama, Gaia, Mother Earth, however you want to call this planet that we call home. But we do need balance in order to do our missions that we agreed to do when we came down here. You can't be totally floating up in the stars and channeling all the time, because then you would never get your Earth mission done. But at the same time, you can't be so grounded that you're not tapping in to your inner guidance, your inner wisdom, your high self, your soul, and listening to your guides and angels. Because we all have them. Doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not, they're there. And they're here to help us on our earth journey. And if you need help, all you have to do is ask for it. And I learned the hard way, instead of thinking that we know what we want and asking for something, you just say, I need help. And the correct angel, especially if you're thinking, like, I need help finding a job, the correct angel will show up and it will start guiding you. I need help with a relationship. Again, a relationship angel will step in, a relationship guide will step in and start giving suggestions, pointing different directions that you might be able to take. But it's always your choice on whether you take their advice or you go down a different path. It's always your choice. Okay, 4 cards. And let's see what they gave us for today. Hopefully I'll be able to read these a little better. I'm purposely sitting in the shade, so I might be able to see. So the first card is Keeper of the Light. Pull it back a little bit maybe so you can see it. So that's the first one. Ooh, that's interesting. The second card is the Sacred Serpent. Pull it back a little bit so you can see it. Ooh, this is a pretty one. The third card is the Goddess Butterfly. And the fourth card, oh yes, Surrender. Beautiful word, challenging to do. But it's in the surrendering that the magic happens. Ooh, I wonder who just said that. I love it. I'll have to ask. So we need to find the Keeper of the Light. It's card number 33. All right, let's see if we can read it this time. When these cataracts start healing, as I'm doing some homeopathic stuff, so hopefully it doesn't come to having to have surgery, it'll be much easier to read and do these. But right now it's a challenge. Okay, so the Keeper of the Light is illuminating your pathway. The winged one within, this mandala, reminds you to keep your heart open and your wings spread wide. Open your world within to reveal your outer world. You have allowed yourself to become disconnected from your spirit, from the light that gives you life. This mandala encourages you to reconnect with all things of nature to rediscover yourself. Your spirit is not hard to find. It has been with you all along. In many shamanic societies, if you complained of being disheartened, dispirited, or depressed, the medicine person might ask, when did you stop dancing? When did you stop singing? When did you stop being enchanted by stories? When did you stop finding comfort in the sweet territory or in the, yeah, sweet territory of silence? That's an odd way of putting it, but okay. Dancing, singing, storytelling, and silence are universal healing salves. The point when you stopped these activities is where you have experienced a loss of the soul. Sing and dance your spirit back. Enjoy the sweet territory of your inner silence and allow yourself to listen to the inspiring stories of life. Huh, that's a pretty card. I like that. So then we go to the sacred serpent. And let's see what he has to say. Apparently quite a bit. Let's see here. So the healing mandala beings guidance on the transition you are currently experiencing. You are encouraged and supported to enter the Aztec temple of the Serpent of Light. This mandala of renewal speaks of the balance of light and darkness within and thus without. See, I love how they bring they want 4 cards for balance, and then one of the cards actually talks about the balance of your physical self with your spiritual self, grounding in your physical, but so that you can access your spiritual side. Yeah, so the balance within of the darkness and the light, within and without. It represents a time of solstice and celebration. The sacred serpent awakens within you, within your core, and watches over you as you descend into the depths of yourself to enter the spiral of life. Honor this sacred time as you enter your inner temple for a journey that can only lead to renewal. The sacred serpent guides you in reawakening your light, carrying you back within yourself so you can be born anew. Rise again, dear one, as the serpent rises within you. The energies within the mandala suggests that an aspect, let's see, of your older self is relaxing and making way for a brighter new self to be born. This process can be as simple as you choose it to be. Invite your new self, your higher self, within by calling it from your heart. Pretty cool card. Let's see here. So then I can't lay him down because it's windy out here and I don't want him to blow away. Okay, so the third card was the goddess butterfly. So let's see what the goddess butterfly has to say. Okay, the goddess butterfly blesses you with love and transformation. This mandala presents to those that are ready to spread their wings, fly, and nurture other precious souls who are awaiting their own transformation. So as you move forward, I think that was a Tim McGraw song too. When as you move forward on your path, you get to a point that you turn around and lend a helping hand to those that are coming up behind you. And you become the teacher, even though you are still the student, as you learn from those ahead of you who should be turning around and giving a hand forward, you're turning around and you're helping those coming up behind you. So it's a long chain of light as people awaken into their true essence of love. And that's what the butterfly is all about, transformation. Okay, so, see, and then I lose my place. You will notice the butterfly within this mandala is surrounded by a circle of small pods. These pods represent those souls who are awaiting metamorphosis, and a large part of your journey now is to show them the way. Didn't I just say that? Funny how that happens. Nurture them as you would yourself. You have all that you need. Now is your time to share your gift with the world. This mandala speaks the language of love. This language is not heard by the ears, but quite simply felt by the heart. The language of love is universal, and all that walk this plane are fluent with the dialect of the heart. So practice communicating in that way. No words are required. It is a silent transfer of love as we pass one another and others. There are no rules, simply love. As a goddess of love, butterfly also represents the love in your physical life. If you have been seeking love, seek no more. Open your heart and take the hand of love. As you dive into the depths with another, it is time for your hands to interweave your hearts to connect and your souls to smile as you recognize each other and journey forward together. If you are in an existing relationship, the presence of Goddess Butterfly will touch your hearts as you deepen your connection of unity. Maybe that's why they brought up relationships at the very beginning before I even started the reading. Again, the goddess of the butterfly about love and relationships. Open up your heart and allow it out of the head and into the heart, and allow that person to come in. No judgment, no, but what if, just allow. Oh, yeah, surrender. That's the whole thing. Because when you surrender, miracles do happen. So let's see what surrender has to say. Okay, you have entered a space of surrender. This mandala gently speaks of allowing yourself to float within the ebb and flow of life, carried upon and within a new direction. There is a situation currently playing out within your world that requires you to relax and allow it to unfold. Let go of the need for control and know nothing is ever within control. There are times where one needs to act to create a heart's desire. However, this is not one of those times. Surrender is an act of trust beyond comprehension. It requires you to have faith in your abilities and to allow the universe to guide you to exactly where you need to be. At times, you can feel as though you have entered a void, a place of not knowing, a place of stillness. However, this usually presents the opportunity for self reflection, to hold a greater appreciation for all that has been thus far, and to be with oneself before embarking on fresh waters. The great current of life has a flow like no other. At times, it is gentle and graceful. At others, there is resistance and turbulence. As you are swept away, leaving behind all that you have known, only to arrive at a destination that reflects the true vibrations of one's soul. Allow the voice of your soul to be present, heard, and then shared through the power of love. Well, they had a lot to say there about love, especially because it is the greatest power. It is what will transform the world. It will transform you, your family, your relationships, your job. It will transform the planet. And that is one of the reasons why Archangel Michael very strongly advocates for love. We put it on the pillars of light that we use to help Mother Earth with her ascension and her growing and her opening the awareness to everybody on the planet. Love is the greatest power there is. And as long as you are in the energy of love, there can be no fear, which is great. Who needs fear? We don't. So, my friends, go within, balance and ground yourselves in the energy of love, appreciation, awareness, awakening, hope, joy. Send love to the planet, send love to the birds, the animals, the creepy crawlies, the winged ones are the birds, the finned ones, the slithering ones. And yeah, I know some of you might be saying, ew, but it's a snake. Yeah, snakes, they have their purpose. And some of them are pretty cool. But they are all put here by the Creator. And as such, they have a right to be here and a right to experience love. So that is what we, as the two legged species on this planet, can do for Mother Earth and for the Creator, Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, is to love all beings. You might not have to like them, but love them. So that is the reading for this week for the collective. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. And like I said, I will try and find the link to the power or the birth totem. It's a PDF. I don't know. It's probably about 6 or 7 pages or something like that. And it has a picture of the animal that's associated with the month you were born in, and then it has minerals, crystals, flower essences. I think keywords that go with your birth month. And there's some other information too as well. And of course, it all ties back into the Power Animal workshop and workbook that I'm working on, as well as even the medicine wheel, which I'm still working on, putting that program together, because even in the medicine wheel, each of those spokes have a spot, and on those stones, there's an animal associated with them. So it all ties together. And as I'm putting this and it's coming into more clarity, um, we're getting it put together as I'm working through the animal books, because I have already started. I'd mentioned it in a previous video that you can go and watch about upcoming projects that I'm working on. I've actually started one of the books already. It's going to be on cats. So I will be discussing not only domestic cats and how they fit in spiritually and shamanically in our lives, but I'll also be talking about the wild cats, mountain lions, tigers, jaguars. Those are my totems.